Hey, tonight we're just going to do a little bit of negative exponents, numbers involving negative exponents. Lots of students get stuck on those. So we're just going to do a few of them to clear or clarify what's going on with negative exponents when you have numbers. Okay. So here we go, 3 squared minus 3 to the negative 2. 3 squared is obviously 9. But 3 to the negative 2, we cannot do negative exponents unless we change them to positive. When you have a number to the power of a negative number, then you just, what you do, you go 1 over 3. So you bring the 3 down, 3 over 1. So you bring the 3 down and you make the exponent positive. So this becomes 9 minus 1/9, which equals, so that's over 1. So you have to multiply this by 9 and this by 9 to do common denominator. And the common denominator is 9, and this is 9 times 9 is 81, and minus 1 equals, that is 80 over 9. And that's the answer for this one. So this one, you have a negative exponent here. When you have a fraction like this and it's a negative exponent, all you need to do, just flip this fraction. So make it 3 over 2. And then the exponent becomes 1. And then anything to the power of 0, even if it's a fraction, to the power of 0 would just give you 1. It's simply 1, basically. Now you go 3 over 2 plus 1, because to the power of 1 doesn't change anything. And that's over 1. So you multiply this by 2 to do common denominator. And then the common denominator is 2 on the bottom. That's a 3. And that's 1 times 2, which is 2. So it would be 3 plus 2 over 2, which is 5 over 2. Now here, again, when you have negative exponent and you have a fraction, the same thing like here, you flip this and it become 2 over 1. You know, a number over 1 just be itself, because the fractions mean dividing. So if it's 2 over 1, you don't even have to bother writing the 1. And now automatically the negative exponent become positive. This, however, you flip it, then you bring the 2 down and make the exponent positive, which is 1. So it's the same as this one. We just make it 1 over 3 instead of 3, and then we could make the exponent positive. Here, the 2, we could just make it 1 over 2 and make the exponent positive. Now this here will be 4 plus 1/2. This is over 1, so we multiply this by 2 to make a common denominator. We have 8 plus 1 on top and 2 on the bottom, and that gives me 9 over 2. We're not going to go into mixed numbers, or just leave them as improper fractions. So now this one here, it's very similar to this. So 1 over 2, you just flip it and make the exponent positive. It'd be 2 over 1, and 1 we don't need to write. Squared minus, or divided by, and 2 to the negative 1 is the same as this. So we just make it 1 over 2 to the power of 1. We don't even need to write to the power of 1, which gives you 4. And 4 divided by 1/2, which is the same as 4. Keep, switch to multiplication, flip to make it 2 over 1, and you don't need to write the 1 down there. So 4 times 2 is 8, and that's that. All right. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, bye-bye.